Hey there everybody, Pete Skerritt here. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this short video today. I wanted to update you a little bit about what's going on as far as my video content and a little bit about my written content as well. I hope you guys will stay tuned until the end of the video so you know everything that's going on. The Retro Unscripted project is not dead. However, I have decided to fold it into my main social media identity. It took a lot of thought. It was something that I initially did not want to do because I really did work to try and build that brand as it was. But handling two accounts, trying to be active in two accounts at the same time every day has proved to be almost impossible for me to be able to do. And it just, when I had to think about which I wanted to keep around, obviously I wanted to keep my original social media accounts active because that's what I've put the most time into. That's where everyone knows me from. So that's what I'm going to do. All future videos, Retro Unscripted, video logs, review videos when I eventually get around to shooting those are all going to be located at this particular YouTube channel. So if you haven't subscribed yet, and I don't like making a habit of this. As a matter of fact, it's going to be the one time I will ask, and I won't do it again. Scout's honor, promise. If you can subscribe to this channel, this is where you'll find all of the latest material that I shoot video-wise. So I hope that you'll consider doing that. Those of you who are subscribed to my Retro Unscripted YouTube channel, I strongly, intensely appreciate the support that you guys have given me. I hope that you'll consider dropping that subscription and moving it over here. As you can see, if you look at the channel, if you just click on, if you put in the address, you'll see that I have playlists up for my older Retro Unscripted episodes as well as Pete Plays and video logs. So nothing will be lost. I'm eventually going to be moving those over to this channel, but for now I'm keeping the Retro Unscripted channel open just as an archive. So you guys can continue to catch up if you want to catch up, or watch my stuff at your leisure. So I hope that you'll consider doing that. Again, subscriptions are great. If you do, that's fantastic. If not, that's totally understandable. There's a metric ton of talented YouTube personalities out there, and it's difficult to keep up with what everybody's doing here, there, and everywhere. So just the fact that you guys subscribe to my channel certainly means a great deal. So I thank you very much for doing that. As far as video shoot schedules go, and I know I go over this with every video log, but just to reassure you, Retro Unscripted isn't going anywhere. I'm still going to continue to shoot videos about once a week, depending on what's going on with real life stuff. For example, I'm still dealing with track and field damage to my right arm. I don't know what the heck I did. I think I overdid it at Fun Spot a couple of weeks ago. But rather than pay $2.8 billion to go and see a doctor, I'm just trying to rest it as best as possible. That does mean, of course, that I'm not playing as many video games as I would like, which kind of sucks because it's my summer vacation. But hopefully with a little bit of rest, I'll recover and I'll get back to that so I can actually do some more reviews for you guys, or actually some for the first time because I haven't done any yet. But that's in the future. Retro Unscripted is in the future. Video logs and letting you know what's going on, cross-promotional stuff I definitely want to continue to do. The only thing that I'm putting on hiatus right now is just the Let's Play, the Pete Plays videos that I've shot in the past. The reason for that, and also the reason that you see me shooting in a different location instead of in front of my GXTV, is because you've probably heard that there is some debate out there about Let's Play videos and playing games in succession without commentary, and how that may be infringing a little bit on a creator's work. I don't want to get into the details, but after reading the arguments on both sides, I just thought that it would be more fair to the developers and publishers for me to just not do that, to not show images that aren't mine, and instead just kind of sit here in front of my game collection and talk to you face to face, kind of like a fireside chat kind of thing. The only thing I'm missing is just a couple of posters on either side of me, which I'm hoping to take care of in the next couple of weeks. But that's just a personal decision. That doesn't mean that Let's Players should stop making those videos. It's just something that I decided to do. And yes, you just saw my microphone because I don't have a microphone stand. Sorry about that. So So that's what's going on with the video content production. Again, if you subscribe to this channel, that would be great. And as always, if you guys like the stuff and you give thumbs up, that's just, that instead of monetization, that's really all the payment that I could ever ask for the quality of work that I do. I don't edit anything, and you guys know the equipment I use by now. I mean, that's it's a Konami microphone. I don't even know what brand it is, and I'll get it out of the scene now. But that's the professional stuff. So I wouldn't ask to be monetized, but likes here and there and subscriptions are that's all I could ask for, and you guys have been great about that. So that's the video stuff. Let me move on. Written stuff. Obviously, you guys know that I'm still active with Retroware TV. I just recently posted my third consolation piece for them, which talks about Superman 64, which celebrated its 15-year anniversary this year. And I talked about it a little bit from a retailer standpoint. I hope that you guys will take the time to read that. I'll post a link below. It was a fun article to write. Yes, it's true. I still haven't played Superman 64 to this day. I've had the game in my hand twice at Game Depot thinking I was going to buy it, and I just couldn't bring myself to do it. But maybe by reading that piece, you'll understand a little bit of the internal strife that I've kind of dealt with, and rather unnecessary guilt that I've had from selling people a lemon like I did with Superman 64 back in 1999. So I hope that you'll check out that piece. The other thing that's important is that the Retro Unscripted blog is going away. In its place, I am bringing back my consolation blog. Not that it ever left, but in keeping with what got me here, my consolation blog has received a lot of traffic since 2008. And it didn't make sense to just keep it in mothballs if I wanted to continue writing. So that's what I'm going to do. Not to mention the fact that the consolation name goes hand in hand with my series of articles that I'm writing for Retroware. So there's no timetable, there is no schedule for written articles. They're just going to come as I feel motivated to write. So there may be a couple of articles in a week. There may be one. There may be an article a month. It just depends on how motivated I get, and of course what happens with track and field arm here is it's very difficult to type too. But consolation is back. If you guys were following the blog before, you can start to follow it again. I'll try and keep it updated as much as I possibly can, and I want to stay active with writing because that's really what I excel at. While I enjoy being here on video and talking to you guys, and I think I'm getting better, written is just what I'm better at doing. It's what I've done for years and years and years. It's what I'm most comfortable with. And I think that's what, if you ask people about either my video or my written stuff, I think a lot of people would pick the written. So that's what's going on there. Obviously, I am continuing to work at Retroware. It is, and it sounds silly to say this, but it really is a dream job for me, considering that Retroware is the site that really helped me turn the corner into this retro revival that I've been in for 2+ years. That was the site that I went to all the time. That was where Pat the NES Punk's videos were when I first found them. And now, thanks to going to that site, I've come across so many great video content creators. The GameSack team, Game Chasers, Joe Walker, Cygnus Destroyer, gosh, I mean, Joe Goes Retro, and I'm just thinking of these off the top of my head. I mean, literally, there are 20 to 30 channels that I've subscribed to or been watching with regularity because Retroware introduced me to them. And now to say that I am part of the writing staff there is just, it's an honor for me. And I will continue to write there as long as they let me. Right now, it's every other week. And we'll see, we'll see what happens, whether I can maybe coax them to do a little bit more. We'll have to see. But that's been a great thing. I also have a secret project in the works. I can't talk about it yet, but I'm very excited for it, and I'm going to be in some really good company there too. So when things go live and I can start to really tell you about it, I certainly will. So that's what's going on with written. That's what's going on with video. That's what's going on with my stupid arm. again, to all of you who watch, whether it's this video, any of my other videos, it means a lot. I mean, no bigger compliment to a person's work, in my opinion, can be had than having someone read or watch or listen to it. I mean, that's huge, and that's what motivates me, aside from just being part of a fantastic retro gaming community. And I talked a little bit about that in my most recent Retro Unscripted episode. Hint, hint, hint. I hope you guys will watch it. It's going to be going up very shortly. So until the next time, that's what's going on. I'm going to go ice my wrists, and I'm going to go upload these videos. Feel free to comment, and I will see you guys on the next episode of Retro Unscripted next week. Until then, take care, my friends.